To go as the Blue Jays and Marlins hook up once again on a 2
this year, most of the majors, and now so has Fisher. And this is one of the stories. Miles is going to chew up 4, maybe a little bit of Braden Fisher in 79 appearances, and he makes very quick work of North Toronto skyrocketed. This is popped up left side. Okamoto going back into very shallow left to Fisher, and now Otto Lopez. And look at the way Lopez took that curveball.
Sure. Throw it again.
If you're scoring at home, that was a buckle. Here comes Okamoto. Got to hurry. And it'll skip past Sosa down the line. And Lopez will take second. Down low, ball 1. Defense.
5 and 6 runs a game. We're not talking a lot about the missed
line off Tyler Rogers. Didn't hit either one hard, but had a couple of extra base hits. This fly ball will take Piñango back a few. Taylor's gear, cleats and gloves, as he takes one down the middle for a strike he was telling us about. And then a bit of an awkward swing there. Springer got a piece of it. A ball then down and away for ball 1. Boy, John Schneider must lie awake at night. Just start tomorrow. Now Springer lines one into center, and that drops for a base hit. And he slams it into right for a base hit. And the Blue Jays have the just hitting third. And he'll take it off the outside corner. Live contact. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. A look back at Springer, and the 2-1. And now he chased one down and now full.
And you can
and strike 3 called. Good. Okamoto went 1 for 4 with an out one.
Slider right there, and then the sinker.
And now Alcantara,
right-hander,
and a swing and a miss. He's striking Hendrick Piñango. Well, the strikeouts. Line drive to right field, but coming on to make the catch.
Guys.
So thank you. Great stuff. It's always great to see a guy who's been working at it for so long. Norby will lead it off and chase that one 1-1 by the Orioles. As Miles misses away with a slider. I think it's great.
How did Hazel get all of those in?
That's awesome. Found his way to the majors, and I'm sure he's very realistic about it. 3-2, and it's strike 3. Marcy hitting just 195 after teams like the Brewers and the Rays. Miles falls behind, 2 balls and a strike. Out, and it's fouled back 2-2.
Effective.
Curveball misses inside, and soft toss over to first by Miles. There goes the runner, and it's hit foul up the first baseline.
And what that means.
And the 3-2 again hit foul.
Whoa.
And the second throw over. Second is running. And it's grounded off the leg of Miles. It'll be picked up by Sosa, who will eventually toss back to Miles. More on that later. Here is Heriberto Hernandez. Just the 7th. Hitting just 190. Upstairs, 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Miles gets him. Now the catcher, Joe Mack. Lifts one to left. There is room for Piñango, and he makes the catch for 4, including his 4th home run of the season last night. And he gets on the first pitch here. Drives it to deep left. It's gone. Dugout. That's a 9-game hitting streak. 1-1. The count on Andre. All average down to 225. He hits this one in the air down the left field line into the corner. and it is caught. Brandon Valenzuela lines one to first. Season. Slider down and away. 2 in that stretch. He's got 5 homers. Which
he is swinging all over the zone and oftentimes out of the zone, but he can have success with it.
Down the right field line, foul. Tied him up and he fouled it off. Popped up for Norby, the first baseman. That'll end the inning. Not happen again. It is 1-0 Blue Jays top. That you know you have to eat 4, right? Like those are the rules. And the eyes just got kind of big, so I don't know how Connor's doing down there. Top of the order, Xavier Edwards. And he hits a ground ball, backhanded by Sosa, 3 unassisted.
I think that's the pitch that if you do leave it in the middle, he's still confident that because of the
tonight popped up in his first at bat. And the 4-seamer as well. Whether you likes the 2-strike curveball, but he want to be careful with the pitches in the innings. I think he just played that get out of jail free card again.
Sinker.
Yeah, sinker. Able to strikeouts and then a line out. And that inning, Joe, runs sometimes. Here's Springer lifting one deep left field. Caught right in front. One down. Here's Varsho. Back on out. You get those guys in without a hit with productive outs. Ground ball to the right side, fly ball to a certain degree. 1-2 on Varsho. Who fouls it back with a 3-hit game last night. And Dalton Varsho is 2 for 2.
This
swing and a miss by Sanchez, who's giving him more trouble. Here's a fastball that got a lot of the plate, and he's hit it well to the opposite field, and it's off the wall. Varsho heading for third, and Sanchez in third. And now Kaz Okamoto lines one off the glove of Sanoja into left. In to score on the play is Varsho, stopping at third. Sanchez. Pinyango lined out to. And the count of Pinion, another run home. Boy, it looked like he was swung on and missed 2 in. Ground ball to short. This is not the kind of contact he wanted. That'll be a double play to end. Nope. Otto Lopez will lead off the major leagues in batting average right now. Hits one over the mound to Clement. He's got time and he throws him out. 1 down. First. And there they come. The Blue Jays have something here in this Rule 5 draftee from the Giants organization, as you probably know, had barely. You know, back in the old days, you and I were talking about good. I did a little digging. It's a whole different process, right? Draft, which happens every off season, as that is taken down and convicted in this to make this choice. 3-2, a swing and a miss to get him. He knew Spencer, knew the stuff, and maybe a much more intricate process than it used to be, and I'm sure a lot of people.
That's the confidence he exudes on the mound because of the stuff he has.
A foul back by they desperately need, and not only is he giving them Clement. Went after a breaking ball here, and he pops it up for Edwards. And as Ernie has told us, the reason he thinks
makes him the hitter that he is.
Now Jimenez with a ground ball to second, and very quickly 2 down.
Do that freedom, and it's freedom for a hitter that can make you feel pretty confident. Ernie's pretty confident.
2 down. Quickly 0-2.
Right foot.
Out of play. In the air to left, but not deep. Hernandez in a couple of steps, and that'll be that. Jacob Marcy, the center field. Out front, 0-2. will sneak into left field. Okamoto playing well off the line. And the Blue Jays obviously well going. And it's popped out of play off to the right. Remember, Miles threw 63 pitches in recent years. They want to be careful with him. There goes the runner. Pitch taken for ball 2. Throw down, and it gets into center field. And Marcy is on his feet and on his way to. That is taken outside 3-1. Full count. Ground ball in the hole. It's short. This will score a run, and it will be a big back. The catcher who flied out to left in his first at bat. Clayton McCullough is saving Casey for a specific spot, but we thought maybe they'd get him in there. Hit hard down the right field line, but hooking. Hernandez the lead. Not going. And a ground ball to Sosa. There's the lead runner back to first. Not in time. Line drive center field and down for a hit in front of Varsho. Bat hitting over 300. Curveball in there, and it's 0-2. Taken high, ball 1. Panoja at first, and that's slashed foul. It remains 1. 2-2. And a ground ball to second. Clement the flip. Jimenez on to first, not in time. Edwards run. Ball and a strike. There it goes, and it's grounded to third. Okamoto sets his feet, throws, and hitter getting his second at bat. And he takes another fastball. Jammed him in a slow ground ball to short, and Otto Lopez throws him out one down. It's a foul ball over
sinker to go with it.
Ooh. And then he runs it in on Springer tomorrow. There goes Springer, and it's fouled off by Varsho.
Goes to right-hand hitter.
This is hit hard down the right field line.
Right. Those are coming in hot from left-handed hitters.
And now Marlins are thinking the same thing.
Big leg kick.
Springer's getting out there, but not going. And that's ball. Goes Springer, and it's ripped foul. Again, it's down and in, and there is no thrower. Did it hit him? Outside corner. And at the top of the zone.
He's coming in.
Swing and a miss. Look.
Taking more time to figure things out, especially at the big league level.
Three, 4, 5. Then he has it in the other one. It was 63 last time. Hit sharply, but right to Jimenez. And that's a dangerous hit to retire.
Oh, Dan, he's missing his mustache now. I didn't even recognize him today.
I was going to say, Cleats. This is Kyle Stowers who sends a fly ball to left center. Varsho to play.
Team Canada teammate Owen Casey.
A strike to Cotto. A couple of innings. 1-2. Fluharty has pitched off the corner. Valenzuela.
Ball slider and changeup. 4-pitch mix.
In the air, very shallow right field. Sanchez there. So many close games, so many stressful games, trying to end a 2-game losing streak. And now Piñango sends it to deep center field. Gone! It just. And now Clement lifts a fly ball left center. Hernandez is.
But you do not want that topspin. That's when you come over the baseball. So you're not to. It'll go.
Well, it's got to feel good for him after the rough. Budzinski, who's in charge of the outfielders, in addition to being the first base coach. Jimenez with the ground ball, and he's thrown out.
And you will continue to get playing time if you hit. That is for certain, while you continue to work on your defensive skill. To the plate right now.
A couple of lined into right center. More good contact from Valenzuela. That hit him. It out, but for now, Sosa's in the game. And here's Springer. That's off the glove of Lopez. And the Blue Jays are going to get a run out of this.
Nice single.
2-0. And a breaking ball misses for ball. There goes Springer. There's no outside 2. Foul ball. And high ball 4. Hit hard. Deep right. Gone. And another hit. Average line drive guy. But boy, he took a shot on the first pitch right there and hit it right on out of here. Cade Gibson will
hitters, and I think Sanchez went up looking up and in there and got that fastball and cleared it out of there.
And instead, Jacob Marcy looks at a fastball for a strike.
Yeah.
Here's a weak ground ball hit to short. Charging him in has got to unload in a hurry. And what Joe said, all of them secondary pitches. Sweeper, slider, changeup.
That rough one against the Braves last time out, giving up 6.
Fastball a little bit up and in, ball 2. And a sky-high fly ball to left center. It is fairly deep, but playable for Varsho. 2 down.
Build each time he goes out there.
Just a little. A splitter down and in for ball tonight. Swing and a miss and a ball run. Marlins. Kevin Gausman on the mound. And another ball in the air. This one left center field. Piñango the catch. So a couple of defensive changes for the foul tip, and it's 1-1. And Sanoja will get a play out at second. And you know, you think back, had to jump, but it just felt like he kind of mistimed it just a little bit. As Jimenez lifts a fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez with a backhanded. 2 outs, bases empty, and 2 strikes on him. And he got a base hit, a solid line drive to right center. And that got the whole thing going. The major league average, the overall sports open. And he lines it into right. So the swing's working pretty well from the right side as well. It's a crowd having a good big league debut last night.
How could you say no?
A roller to short, and that'll be that. Including pitching an independent ball just last year, and now they're kind of patching it up as they can right now with all the injuries they're dealing with. Sosa the flip. Andrews does series on the appeal. Didn't hit .224 last. Ground ball just foul. So
We're in Toledo. He didn't play for them, but it played for the Toledo Mud Hens, the Harrisburg Center.
This is popped up and may be playable. It is. Valenzuela makes
Last night for his debut, and most guys don't debut at his
in affiliated baseball. 2-0. Ground ball to second. Clement a little trouble getting it out of his glove, but they still turn it. Looks at a strike. 0-2. You know, if Lucas gets back in there, at whose expense? Again, good problem to have. They've got 4 left. Lots. Out of play. The big hit from Jesus Sanchez. And he's going to line it up the middle for his 3rd hit of the game. That walk
to the plate, and Sanchez didn't wait around.
At first, given the margin right now. Varsho has popped it up on the right side of the infield for Sanoja, who went left and then came back
to the fastball. And was he ever right?
And hit by a pitch as well. So his average is now 287. Second, Yohendrick Pinango is 3rd.
Start doing.
He had an RBI single. That was back in the 3rd. He's hit by a pitch in a single game. Fouled off, 2-1. Andrews the 8th, and looks like he'll get the 9th as well.
Come back tonight, win a series tomorrow. You're kind of right back on track before the road trip.
Lifted to shallow left, and that's the inning. Going to lead it off for the Marlins. Hits this one to deep left field. Pinango's got. Now Kyle Stowers will take one down and away, ball 1. Way high and all the way. Outside, ball 3. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Off the outside. Fly ball to left. Deep but playable. Another play for Penny. Splitter in there. It's 0-1. Season. Just off the corner. Down on Marcy. Up and away. Ball. Go figure. That's in there. 3-2 now. Back out of play, and it's 0-2.